Let's be real for a second. We all know that consistency is the secret sauce to, well, pretty much everything we want. But man, is it hard? I used to think it meant being perfect. And let me tell you, that led me to fail over and over and over again. If you've ever struggled to stick with a goal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But stick with me, because we're about to break down the simple steps that finally helped me crack the consistency code.
So, does this look a little familiar? You get that massive burst of motivation. You feel unstoppable. You think, okay, this is it. This time it's going to stick. You start out so strong, and then, life does its thing. It's such a painful loop, and I was stuck spinning in it for years before I finally understood what was really going on.
I call this thing the perfection trap. That initial spark of motivation hits, and what do? We go all in. We're talking 2 hours at the gym every single day. We're trying to learn an entire new skill in one weekend. But this right here, this is the exact roadmap to failure. Going way too big, way too soon leads right to burnout. And once you're burnt out, quitting feels like the only option left.
And that's when it finally clicked for me. I had it all backwards. The secret was never about finding more willpower or some magic pill for motivation. Nope. The real key was changing the way I thought about the whole process. It all starts with your mindset.
Here it is, the absolute core truth of it all. Motivation is a terrible long-term strategy. Think about it. It's an emotion, right? And just like any other emotion, it's fleeting. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a system. That's the habit of just doing the thing, especially when you don't feel like it. It's reliable. It's what actually gets you across the finish line. This quote, this changed everything for me. We need to completely redefine what consistency means. It's not about a perfect, unbroken chain. It's not about never ever missing a day. It's just about showing up. Some days, showing up is giving 110%. And other days, it's just putting in 10 minutes. The goal is to just keep the engine running, no matter what.
Oh, this was a total game changer. I used to think one little slip-up meant the whole thing was a failure and I had to start over. But that's just not true. You have to learn to forgive yourself for the off days. One missed workout doesn't undo months of hard work. You just acknowledge it and you get right back on track the very next day. No drama, no guilt. Just move on.
Okay, so our mindset is in the right place. Now let's get practical. You need a simple, and I mean simple, repeatable system that makes being consistent feel almost automatic. And you're going to want to listen to this next part because this is what truly changed everything for me. And here it is, 3-letter rules. First, start impossibly small. When I wanted to learn video editing, I didn't commit to hours a day. I committed to just 10 minutes. That's it. It's so small, your brain can't even argue with it. Second, make it a routine. Put it in your calendar right next to brushing your teeth. It becomes automatic, non-negotiable. And third, and this is a big one, focus on one thing. I tried to learn 3 new skills at once and got absolutely nowhere. Pick one goal and just stick with that. So a great system is like a perfectly built car. It's ready to go. But that car isn't going anywhere without some gas in the tank. So how do we fuel this journey for the long haul? Especially on those days where it feels like you're just stuck. This is so true. When I was learning graphic design, I swear, I felt like I was getting nowhere for months. But I had this habit of saving all my old projects. And when I looked back 6 months later, wow, the improvement was actually shocking. It was real, tangible proof that all those tiny daily efforts were adding up. You have to track your progress to make it real. I mean, just think about something as simple as hitting a 7-day streak. In the grand scheme of life, that might not sound like a huge deal, but it's a milestone. It is solid proof that you showed up for yourself for a full week. And when you hit a milestone like that, what do? You celebrate it. And I am dead serious about this. This is not some fluffy, feel-good tip. This is the fuel. Recognizing these little wins is what keeps the whole journey from feeling like a chore. It reinforces the habit. Did you stick to your routine on a really tough day? Celebrate that. It's the fuel for your discipline. All right, we've covered the mindset shift. We've built the system. Now let's bring it all together and talk about the single most important part, what you are going to do the moment this is over. So, quick recap. First, shift your mindset. It's not about motivation, it's about building discipline. Second, build that simple system. Start small, make it a routine, focus on one thing. Next, you got to track your progress so you can see how far you've come, and then you celebrate those wins. And maybe most important of all, forgive yourself for the off days and just get back to it.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Forget those huge, crazy bursts of effort that you can't possibly sustain. The future you really want, it's built on the back of all the small, steady, consistent things you do day in and day out. Slow and steady really does win the race. And trust me on this, if I can do it, you can too.
So, I'll leave you with this question. What is the one impossibly small habit that you will commit to starting today? Don't overthink it. Just pick one thing. Let me know what it is down in the comments. I'm going to be reading as many as I can. And hey, if this helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe to join the crew. Let's make growth automatic. Together.